see who gets here first. Let me get live chat set up. Live chat, that way we've got. So guys, like I was saying, like I said in the title, I apologize for lack of content. It's not busy, it's just been weird because my mom's here. Morning, Bradley. Your knife is done, by the way. It's going out this week. So it's been a weird couple weeks because my mom is here, and so it's not that I can't film. It's not that she's in the way it can't film. It's just I've been doing stuff with my mom. I haven't gotten to see my mom in years. I mean, literally in the last 25 years or so. I think I've seen my mom maybe 4 or 5 times. So it's been fun. We've done stuff, me and mom together. I took her shopping yesterday so she could buy souvenirs, stuff like that. It's little stuff I haven't gotten to do with my mom in over 20 years. So, and it's cool because when we would go visit, I had the whole family with me, and so I was spending time with the wife and kid. Well, my kid's in school during the day, my wife's at work. I'm here, I can talk to my mom while I'm working, stuff like that. But, oh, I am gonna try and shoot a video today. I don't know how it's gonna pan out, but I am gonna try and shoot a video today about the Ultramar Street mine. And so you guys know I have that hater that sends me the fucking harassing emails. I get them all the time. I don't even bother telling you guys very often about them, but this last one, I laughed at it. Because she's like, oh, I'm fucking always begging for money, or you're buying fucking knives. Guys, I didn't fucking buy this. I got this in a trade. I traded for something I already owned. I traded this and made money on the deal because the item I traded was worth more. Didn't buy this at all. This was part of a trade. So if you're watching, Jim, no, I did not see the new Rambo movie. I don't go watch movies. I can't watch movies in a theater. It drives me nuts. I've got PTSD and I can't just sit with that many people I don't know in a dark room. So, what are you doing? What are you doing on the road in Ohio, Tammy? Hang on a second, I've got to fill the coffee pot up with water. I don't know if there's enough water in this pitcher. I don't think there is. Ooh. Oh, it was just enough. Just enough. So, I think I'm gonna shoot this video today. I have sharpening here. I got a few knives in. I have a big box of knives coming in from, you guys probably have seen him, Jeremy Morris. He's on my feeds a lot of times. He sent a box with like 12 or 13 knives, I can't remember. And then for those of you who didn't get to see it, hang on. I'm coming right back. This knife is done. But I woke up the next day with a fucking offer on it that I couldn't refuse. This knife, the second of the full custom sea snakes. Yeah, there's only 2 of these out there. There's only going to be 5 total. I'm only making 5 of these total. Oh, no. Slingshot Warrior, this is the wrong channel for you. I'm kidding. You're welcome to stay. Most of the stuff that you see on my channel is fairly higher end stuff because it's a lot of the stuff that comes in for sharpening. So part of the reason that you guys have not heard a lot from me and videos have been fewer and farther between, both of these knives, I've been dealing with getting both of these knives released. And still dealing with the production Stonefish. because these are still available. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of content. This video is kind of just me explaining why there hasn't been content. But part of it has been that there just hasn't been anything new that came in that you guys have already seen. So did this Grimsmo sharpening video. I've done a couple live feeds. That's basically been about it. I have a video in my head that I wanted to show you guys, like things that people do with kitchen knives that I've thought about it. I've thought about calling it, but that's a long name. I like things that are short. Stonefish is actually longer than I wanted. Sea snake, stonefish. I guess it. As long as it's not too many syllables. That's when if it doesn't just flow off your tongue. There already is a knife called the platypus. There already is a knife called the platypus. I didn't know this. Somebody pointed out to me, there's a knife called the platypus. So you guys that don't know, I do see people, I'm seeing some names on here. I know I've got a bunch of new subscribers here lately. All the knives that I make are named after venomous creatures. This is the scorpion. This is the sea snake. This is the stonefish. My sister likes to joke about it because technically the platypus is a venomous creature. It has got it's got a little spur on its so is the Gila monster. It has a little spur on its it's on the back flippers, right? On its back feet. There's a little, like a modified toenail basically that is it's a little fucking, yeah, it's its rear feet. It's a little spur that will actually envenomate, and it's apparently a very, very painful, very, very painful experience. It's a lot like a catfish spur or something like that, where it's just really, really painful. So you could, Gimpy Gimpy's poisonous. See, and that's why I said venomous stuff. The Gimpy's poisonous. That's the tree, right? Yeah, you're right, but like I said, Bud K doesn't have a knife that's done in M390 or 20 CV. The Gimpy's a tree. You know that the day after God made the platypus, he woke up and he looked down and he was like, fuck, I'm never doing acid again. Fuck this, done, never doing acid again. Meaty bones. Well, I thank you. But like I said, I like this. This is S125V. I can sharpen this and then probably never have to sharpen it again. It really is that brutal. Grinding this knife. Okay, so when I make these by hand, I go through about 5 or 6 belts, maybe, to grind one of these completely. That's the whole knife. Just the primary grind on this, 9 belts. Just the primary grind. That's not counting all the embellishing and making handles and everything else. Nope. Drop version. The drop version of the Mordax. They didn't do a drop version of the Mordax. They did a, unless they just released something. Mordax was if anything, it would have been the ProTech, that ProTech collab. That might have been on drop. I don't know. I stay away from drop. Drop costs me money. Have you ever tried slingshots, custom slingshots? I haven't played with this. I haven't messed with a slingshot in forever. It's not the, okay, so let's go back. It's not the drop version. That's the pro, they offered it on drop. It's not the drop version. That's not a drop branded product. That is a pro, That's a ProTech and Ferrum Forge collab, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was drop. I don't think it was branded by Drop. It might have been offered on Drop, because I'm going to try and get this offered on Drop. That doesn't make it a Drop product. It doesn't make it a Drop product. That makes it a product that got offered on Drop, because this definitely is not going to be Drop branded. It's got my logo, and it's got Wee's logo and my logo on it. That's the only logos that'll be on it. This knife is going to have my logo and the Artisan logo. Does it say Drop on it? Okay, well, I didn't realize they did it on Drop. But then again, I haven't been up and hung out with the boys in... I've been up there like 3 times in the last couple months, because it's just been hectic. Went to the show in Vegas, had to do the stuff with Artisan to get the knife set up. This one is going to be Honest EDC branded on one side and my brand on the other. So all 3 of these will be available soon, hopefully. Next 6 months, hopefully 6 to 10 months, these 2, I hope. And then this one's already available, so. But no, I was just, so for anybody that would hate and say, hey, you're always begging for money, I'm not begging for money. Patreon is just a way for me to try and film more stuff. I would love to go out to Utah, or I'm sorry, Idaho, and film at Chris Reef Knives and watch him make some Benza 31s. But I can't do that if you guys don't want to do the Patreon, so it's just not going to happen, because no one is donating to the Patreon. I have a few, but the amount that I make per month on Patreon will not pay for me to take a week away from this workbench and go to Idaho, or the same to go up to Petaluma. So that's, if we want to have stuff, I have to offset that somehow, and that's what the Patreon was for, was to offset the cost of things that the YouTube is, so that the business doesn't suffer, my family doesn't suffer. That was just basically what the Patreon was for, and people just keep telling me I'm begging for money. I will say that I am with my daughter's ice skating. I'm unabashedly begging for people to help with my daughter's ice skating. That's not even a joke. And I got a hater that just fucking keeps emailing me about stuff. He's like, your daughter, if your friends watch your channel, she'd be so embarrassed. I was like, you know what? My daughter loves my channel. My daughter loves me, and no matter what you say about how I live my life running this business, this is for the hater. It would, I had a Smatch It. Go back. I had a Smatch It that I owned, and then I sold it. I did a review of it. So, you know, if I put up a GoFundMe to help pay for my daughter's ice skates, we got to go to Washington State in November. I'm going to have to start another one. So if you guys want to support that, that's fine. I can't, I'm probably not going to get to go. I'm probably not going to get to go. I'm probably going to have to stay here and send them, because I can't afford tickets for 3 people. It's just not going to fucking happen. That's just one of those things. I have to not be at my daughter's final for the year, where she's probably going to want to be a #1 in the country, because I can't fucking afford it. That's what that GoFundMe's for. And if the hater doesn't like that, well, then he can fucking shove it up his ass. I don't fucking care. It's for my daughter. She's already doing Olympic level jumps. So it's just, I try to ignore those things, but the one that got me is like, oh, you're begging for money, you're buying knives. I didn't fucking buy this. Pay attention. Pay attention to the things I say. I'm only responsible for what I say, not what you hear. Fucking retard. No. So the video that I'm gonna do today is probably this. I did do some modifications to this. And then I've got some, I haven't had anything else really come in. My friend, customer David sent me some stuff last week. It was some cool stuff, but I just didn't have time to film it, and I couldn't keep his stuff around here forever to film. Sent me 2 kitchen knives, like 3 or 4 folding knives. One of them was really cool. It was an Imp. I'd never seen one, and that was a neat little knife. But I just didn't have time to carry it and fucking get it done. But Bradley, if you're still here, your knife got sharpened yesterday. It'll probably go out today. One of these went to Blade Bander. David's gonna probably do a video and maybe some other stuff, but let's see. What else? I have, morning. Well, I haven't seen you for a while on here. How have you been? I have a couple other things that I'm gonna do. I have a React K2 that was donated to the channel. I'm actually going to sell it. I already worked that out with my buddy. But that was part of same deal. Matthew and I worked out a deal. He owes me some money on the knife that I traded in for this, so it was this plus some money, and then he's also buying my React K2. I let Matt do a payment plan because Matt's my buddy. I don't make him, I'm not gonna make him pay me like 600 bucks up front. So Bernie Sanders has stints. This is the production version of Ramon Chavez's Redención. Actually, he had the 228, which was the mid-tech version of his full custom Redención, and then this is a full production made by Riat. And it's a little bit smaller than the 228. I always thought I wanted a 228, but now that I've been carrying this, I think that this size fits this knife a little bit better. It's, like I said, still, it's not anything I would carry for like heavy duty tasks. It's just in the pocket. You need a quick knife. If I knew I was going to have to do anything where it might require some heavy duty tasks and I wanted something this size, I would carry my NTAC, which is really comparable in size, actually. This is not a flipper. This is one of three or four knives in my collection that are not flippers. I only have a couple of them that aren't flippers. I like flippers, but this is just really, especially if you've got good tough thumbs, because the thumb studs on this are kind of rough. If you do have good tough thumbs like I do, it's not as bad to flip it. So I have my Sebenza, I have a Rat 1, I have this. Oh, and I have an Ultratech, which is an out the front, so it's not a flipper. It's I think that's it. I think that's all of them I have that are not flippers. Oh, I'm sorry. I have two. What's up, Kevin? I have two Spydercos. They're not flippers. I gotta let the cat in. She's scratching at the window. Hang on. Shut up, cat. So, no, interesting. I found myself getting away from flippers and I don't like any of the Southern designs. I don't want anybody to fucking vilify me. Oh my God, he's a fucking knife pariah. He doesn't like Southern knives. I don't like the designs. That's a lot like, I like pretty much everything Chris and Elliot make, but they made a knife called, I don't know if you guys follow Ferrum Forge. They made a knife called the Scepter. And I was not a fan. I still don't like it. I get the fact that people do like it. I just never was a fan. Oh no. Well, Cody, all joking aside, if you lock your stuff up in a case and send them to me, I will hold on to them here. Because I think they're gonna be okay, because the fact is, anytime I've got a bunch of expensive knives and stuff here at the house, I walk around the house packing. Because people know my address, people know where I live. Not a good idea to fucking try and come and steal a bunch of knives, or, well, it's not a good idea to try and kick in my door anyway. It's just a bad idea. So, and I guarantee you, this thing's a fucking tack driver. I took it to the range the other day and I was standing up, but I put a sandbag down. It's got a match grade barrel and a match grade combat, like a match trigger. I put two, at 15 yards, I put two through the same hole. I put two through the same hole and I was like, yeah. Yeah. So I went through it. This thing has a match grade barrel and I cleaned everything up, tightened everything up. It's got the combat trigger, or the competition trigger and everything. And I took the range. I fucking benched it on a sandbag and put two through the same hole at 15 yards. I was like, holy shit. Not normal for a 1911. 1911s are usually not as accurate. Well, the ones I was used to anyway. The old ones that have had. I'll drink, like I was saying, Cody, if you put your stuff all in a box, yeah, Yeah, well, and I dialed the sights and everything in, and I'm not gonna lie, it is heavy, but I'm a big guy, so I can carry a heavy gun. Wow. I've been to England a couple times. I didn't like it much. So, but no, this falls in about the same size category well, hang on a second. Can you guys hang out just a second? I'm gonna go grab my knife case and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm back. See, somebody left. I just said hang out just a second. I'll be right back. That's all it takes. 14 people, 3 likes. Not saying, just saying. So these two knives are kind of in the same size category for me. They're some of the smaller knives I own. This is not a little knife, but like this is my Ferrum Forge NTAC. This is the knife. If I know that I want a small knife and I know I'm gonna have to do a lot of fucking cutting because it's so comfortable in hand. So as a matter of fact, that's gonna go in my pocket today. But yeah, this, not a flipper, but it's almost impossible not to thumb flip it. The detent on it and everything are so good that you can, it tried to go, but if you get your thumb in there and it pops out and you put your thumb down, you can slowly open it, but I mean, it just wants to fly open. It's, okay, Joe, I have haters. I have people that do not like me and they tune in just to put negative, but what they don't realize is the negative comments and the thumbs down, those are still an interaction. Those are still an interaction, and YouTube promotes videos based on interaction. If they really hated me that much, they wouldn't put a dislike or nasty comments because any interaction is still good for the channel. It doesn't matter. See, this opens a lot differently. This is just one that you kind of just work open. You can thumb flip it. It's just, you have to kind of set forth to do that. This just kind of does it on its own. I said it once, if you say you hate me, but you watch everything I do, bitch, you're still a fan. Oh, that fucking cat's gonna wake my mother up. My mom's still sleeping. We went to my daughter's ice skating competition. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw it. I did film it. I'm gonna get that video put together. What's an awkward taste? Now that cat will go right up on her bed and meow in her face. Meow, meow, right in her face. What's an acquired taste? Me? Yeah, it can be. Now this knife, while it's a little smaller, dude, I'm gonna have to figure something out. She came home with another big freaking cup filled with flowers. Like this is a cup full of flowers. So, hey, Dan's here. It's my brother-in-law. So yeah, I did some modifications on this. I find me an acquired taste too. It's like Brussels sprouts. So while this is in that same size range, it's really thick. Everything about this knife, I'm gonna talk about it in the video when I do it, if I do it today. I have to put up the kid's skating video. She did great. She did great. So I'm gonna have to put that up. I may do that this morning, and I've got sharpening to do, so I might do the. I don't know how many of you guys watched the video I did with Adam. No, this is just too. It's bulky and square. Okay, Tiger. Tiger, come here. Tiger. I don't know what she's doing. I think she wants. My mom might have closed the door. The cat loves my wife, or my mom. I mean, the cat loves my wife. or my mom, I mean. How's it compare? I mean, it's real similar. It's just a little shorter, a little smaller. I'm gonna talk about it in the, a little smaller. I'm gonna talk about it in the, I already did a video about the ProTech Mordaxes. I hang out at the shop all the time. I saw that when it was still a production, before it actually even had a sharpened blade, when it was a piece of aluminum and a piece of just steel that had been cut like a blank as proof of concept. I did a video a couple months ago about the ProTech Mordax. No, I did a video about it. Is it for you? Is it for anyone else? Because I'm not getting a notification. Is the stream breaking up for everyone? Really? All right, well, let me relocate. Let me relocate. Let me go in here. All right, give me a second, guys. I got to make sure I'm on the right fucking Wi-Fi network, because I have two different Wi-Fis. One that works in the kitchen and one that doesn't work in the... $14 now, up from $9. All right, guys, I'm trying to... Well, maybe I'll just get out of my coffee, dickhead. Oh, this is comfortable. I can't stick around too much longer. I do have work to do. It's 8 o'clock here. I don't know where everybody else is, but it's 8 o'clock here. And 14 people, 9 likes. I guarantee there's dislikes. I guarantee. I get dislikes on my daughter's ice skating videos. Can you believe that? Like, who dislikes those? What kind of dickhole does shit like that? I'm not doing the pinky up thing. My hand's just too big to get any more fingers than 2 in that coffee cup. Oh, I lost a couple people. So anyway, yeah, today I'm gonna try and at least get 1 video shot. But like I said, I've got a little bit of work to do today. Most of what I've been doing the last couple weeks has been just interacting with knife companies and Knife Release and talking with them and figuring stuff out like that. So that was the thing. A guy was like, "Oh, buy a knife, your $12." Biggest news in the knife world lately? I don't know. I haven't paid much. Guys, I don't pay attention to what's going on in the knife world, really, to tell you the truth. I don't follow any other knife channels per se. I watch, every once in a while, I watch a birdshot video. Every once in a while, I watch one of Nick's videos. I don't know. I shot a video. Something cool that happened for me in the knife world was I talked with John Grinsmo about the time that he had asked people to send in videos about how they would sharpen the Norseman. Yeah, I saw it. I can't answer the email while I'm doing this. I saw that you said you sent me an email. Anyway, so the Norseman, he had asked people to send in videos. How would you sharpen this? And I had sent one, and there was an issue with me and another guy sent videos in, and the videos didn't go. All he got was screenshot. So even though we did all that was set up on how to get it out there, they didn't go through. So I told him, I was like, hey, I've got one here at the house. Would you like me just to shoot a video and send you a link? And he was like, yeah, that would be great. So I don't know if you guys remember, that was like a 54, 56 minute video. Actually, it was much longer for me because there was a lot of that was time-lapsed. So it actually wound up being a good bit longer than it actually was. So I think I'm gonna cut this soon because, like I said, I got some stuff to do. We'll talk for a little bit longer. Oh, there's cows in the pond? Take a picture. Take a picture, send it. Take a picture of cows in the pond. I wish you could post it here. That would be cool. I wish that you could, you know how like you can respond? Yeah, it was bad. You know how you can respond to certain things like on Facebook, you can respond with a picture and things. I wish you could do that here. I wish you could do that with a picture and things. I wish you could do that here. I wish you could do that in YouTube and respond with a picture. You can't really do it. You can respond with a link, but the problem is I get so much spam stuff that I need to go up and check. I haven't done it in a while. I need to go through and check all of the comments that are held for review, because people send things that have links in them and they immediately get held for review, and until I approve them, they don't show up. So there's probably a handful of comments that didn't get through that I just haven't done it in a couple weeks. But like I said, I do read all of the comments. I don't necessarily respond to all of them, because the thing is, guys, I got like 780 videos up almost, and I get comments even on the old stuff. I get comments, so you know, I get a lot of comments throughout the day. I can't answer all of them. I read them all, just to make sure that they're not violating the YouTube policies and stuff. But if I didn't answer a question that you guys had, just so you know, people are disappearing, so I'm just gonna cut. Yep, everybody's going. So I guess that's it. Everybody lost interest. If I don't answer your comment, it's because I feel I've already adequately answered it in the video. So if you have a question, go back and rewatch the video, because there's a good chance that I didn't answer your question because I feel I adequately answered it in the video. And it's just a matter of going back and rewatching the video, or maybe looking in the description. A lot of times something I may say might be in the description. Yeah, I know, I said I'm leaving. And I want to get off of here. I've got to set up, I've got to clean stones and everything, get set up for some work. So you guys take it easy. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. You don't like them, give them a thumbs down. Link to my daughter's ice skating GoFundMe will be down below. I will talk to all you guys later. Yeah, I'm leaving too, Joe. If you guys need to get a hold of me for anything, email is in the description below. I will talk to y'all later.